allow me also to make my statement on the State of the Nation address delivered by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency, Dr. Ruto. Allow me also to commend His Excellency, the President, on comprehensive, visionary, and strongly grounded and worded address. I also would want to emphasize on a few remarks made by His Excellency. Truly, inflation has been controlled under 4.6%. We have a reserve of 12 billion shillings. That is very stable and progressive. Honorable Speaker, if you look at agriculture, I have a farm in Naivasha. And because of, I know Senator Chergey is shocked. I have a farm in Naivasha. Yes, I have a farm in Naivasha, near the President's farm. So, because of the cost of fertilizer, yes, we are neighbors. Honorable Speaker, because of the cost of fertilizers that has reduced drastically, we had made bumper harvest of maize for the last 3 consecutive harvesting period. And that is why, Honorable Speaker, you've seen the production of 70 million bags of maize. And this, Honorable Speaker, this is less than 10% of arable land we have in this country. And maize growth maybe is about 5%. What we need, Honorable Speaker, is we need distribution gaps of fertilizers. That also should be taken care of on the agriculture side. Honorable Speaker, something very, very important the President has talked about is the issue of large dams, medium dams, and small-scale dams, the small ones. Honorable Speaker, if I give you a place like Marsabit, the example of a place like Marsabit. Honorable Speaker, if today we have dams in Marsabit County, in Turkana County, around Ukambani area, Honorable Speaker, I'll tell you, we'll be having extra produce to send to our neighboring countries. And I want to thank the President for even talking about the 5 trillion investment he is looking for. And he has broken them into small pieces on how this money will be generated. And I really support that. And the reason why I should support this is today, or for the last many years, we've been being fed by relief supplies in Marsabit County, Wajir County, Mandera County, Turkana County, and many other northern counties. And if we have dams, the program he has shown, if that program is going to be successful, then I will tell you today this country will change. Honorable Speaker, on the issue of Social Health Authority, SHA, Honorable Speaker, recently I had, some months back, had a patient who was brought to Nyeri, and he was operated on. He had 2 surgeries. And both surgeries, Honorable Speaker, were paid for by SHA, the tune of 800,000 shillings. And this is an old man who is very poor. Although we've added some few coins on top of what SHA has given, I think that is a very positive move, and maybe in future, in the near future, looking at the vision of the President, I think the whole country will be covered by SHA. When we were in Logologo, Marsabit County, on Sunday the other week, the President was there. The President said, in Kiswahili, muende hospitali, SHA mi ndio nitalipa pesa. Says, go to the hospital, SHA will pay you. I will pay you. And I was asking, how can this happen? Then yesterday, I had a time to go and sit with the Shah CEO, and I asked her what that meant. And she told me very clearly, anything from rural hospitals managed by the counties will be free. But what is happening, Honorable Speaker, there is 13 billion shillings, which is supposed to be paid to the counties, and unfortunately, counties are not capable of managing those hospitals. From level 1 to level 4, level 3, they have not claimed that money, and this money is still lying with Shah, and I hope and wish the governors can take some action and see how our people can be managed, can be easily helped by giving them access to hospitals. Honorable Speaker, the issue that has to be fast-tracked is on national audit of Shah, on reimbursement. Appeal system has to be hastened so that claims can be paid very fast. Honorable Speaker, as you are aware, and this House, I've said this House some time back, the affordable housing is a scam. I want to retract that wording now because I've seen units being built in Nakuru, Eldoret, Mombasa, Nairobi, Marsabit, Isiolo, Meru, everywhere. And people, our people are really happy. And something the President has forgotten to mention, Honorable Speaker, we have commercial developers doing a lot of development in this country. If you go to Isili, South C, South B, Parklands, Kilimani, and many, many other places, they have invested heavily, and this is a huge contribution to this country. That is what should be also, the President should have mentioned that they have contributed heavily to the development of this country. Honorable Speaker, there is issues we need to also discuss about universities. Funding model still is a challenge. I think the President needs to work on that one and see, definitely through the Treasury, Ministry of Education, to see how this can be rescued. Honorable Speaker, let me come to cost of living. Honorable Speaker, if you look at electricity cost in Ethiopia, is 1 birr per kilowatt hour. That means it's about 90 cents Kenya shillings per kilowatt hour. What do we have in Kenya, Honorable Speaker? 27 shillings per kilowatt hour. How do you expect the cost of living to be lower than any other East African countries? Let me give you an example of Ethiopia. The electricity capacity they are producing, Honorable Speaker, is 13,000 megawatts plus. What do we produce in Kenya? 2,700. You've heard the President talking about rationing. Imagine countries like Ethiopia, if you talk about rationing, they will be laughing at you. They have already given us 200 megawatts of electricity and 100 to Tanzania. So I will urge the President to talk to his counterpart, the Prime Minister, Ethiopian Prime Minister, and see if we can be given more supplies of more electricity into Kenya, because we have got a line which is capable of taking 2,000 megawatts. Honorable Speaker, the cost of living will not go down because of the issues of wealth. This needs to be tackled. If you want to, I don't know after how many years, if you want to take the model of Singapore, there are so many things we must do. And the President cannot be one-man army. He has to be, he has a vision. He's trying to tell his visions to us. But we have to, as politicians, as people of this country, we have to support him to make sure that his vision and dream comes through. That is how we are looking at Singapore. The other issue, Honorable Speaker, in Marsabit, there are so many roads that has told. Because of securitization of the money he borrowed 75 billion. All those roads are now operational.